Yo, what up? I don't know what I'm uploading this on. I don't know why I'm doing this. I can't sleep. It's Christmas Eve. I can't sleep. I should be asleep, but I'm not. So I thought, why not go through my record collection? This is um, a newer thing for me. I want to say toward the beginning of this year, 2025, I bought a record player. Can you guys see it? It's one of the Audio Technicas. Got that, got speakers, very nice. That's when I was employed. The good old days. And yeah, that kind of just kicked everything off into my music journey. I've discovered plethora of artists since then, thanks to this little hobby. And yeah, I need to get into it. I'm recording this scuffed on PlayStation. You only get an hour, to record. So I need to hurry. Can't talk about every album. Some of these I have not listened to. A lot of these were given to me by my brother. So there's some in here that were more his that I still have not listened to. These are not in order. Some of them are in order, some of them aren't. That's a problem with me. Once I have stuff in order, it never stays in order. Starting off with Danny Brown, one of my favorite rappers, period. Danny Brown is a icon in my eyes. I love Danny Brown. My brother put me onto him. I believe it was this album. If not, it was Triple X. Heard about him through my brother, started listening to him. And yeah, I just love his unique voice. I love his style. This is Atrocity Expedition. Arguably his best album. I think Triple X is his best album. But I do love me some Atrocity Expedition. Exhibition. Is it Expedition or Exhibition? I don't even fucking know. Songs I like. I like all these songs. Really Doe, featuring Kendrick Lamar. Absol and Earl. I mean, that's a classic. Lost is a classic. Ain't It Funny is a classic. Fucking Dance in the Water. When It Rained. Dude, there's so many good songs. Moving on. We got, this is one my brother gave me. I think I've listened to this, but I don't really remember. We got Genius/Jizza, Liquid Swords. Obviously, I know who Jizza is. I am a Wu-Tang fan. But yeah, I haven't really listened to this all that much. Again, this is more my brother's thing that he gave me. But it's still really cool. Not a gatefold or anything. So yeah. There is a song on here I do really like. Fourth Chamber. Fourth Chamber is a banger. That one is on my playlist. Here we go. This is my brother's collection. He gave me all of his Death Grips albums. My brother's a huge Death Grips fan. Like, literally grew up hearing that. A lot of my music taste comes from him, so I do have to shout him out. This is You're the Snitch, which I have not listened to completely. Death Grips, I'm still warming up to them. They're a lot to listen to. I like how cheesy this looks. Looks like they went to like MS Paint or some shit. This video might have to be a two-parter, honestly. Do I know any of these songs? I don't think I do. I need to get back on my Death Grips. We got... Fuck is this one called? The Power That Be. I don't think I've heard this one either, but I do remember when my brother got this. He was very excited from what I remember, and this is a gatefold one. How cool is that? Very nice. I was very happy when he just gave me all this. He was like, yo, I don't even have a way to play this shit anymore. Do you want this vinyl? And I was like, hell yeah. Now, I cannot show you guys this one. I almost pulled it out, and that would have probably taken me off the platform. No Love Deep Web. Underneath this is the uncensored album. If you guys know the album cover, yeah, it is a penis. Genitalia. So I cannot show that. Then, of course, this is a classic. I've listened to No Love Deep Web. Let me do this off camera so I can tell you guys songs I like. Lil Boy and Black Dice, Whammy, Pop, Yeah, good album. I just gotta glance at the fucking penis. The Money Store. This is their magnum opus. This was their fucking spark that set everything off. This was obviously the first album I heard by them. I feel like it's most people's first album that they hear by Death Grips. It's just a classic, dude. I don't think there's a bad song on here. You got Get Got, Blackjack, which is a banger. Hustle Bones, I've Seen Footage, Double Helix, System Blower. God, what a row of songs. Punk Wait, Hacker. This album is so fucking good. This is a cool one, which I don't think I've spun yet, but God, I sound like a real record dude, don't I? We got, I think, yeah, this was another one my brother gave me. Scarface and MF Doom. Yeah, I don't know much about this. Is there a song on here or no? Got some good features on here. DMC of Run DMC. Del the Funky Homo Sapien. Got some cool features. I don't know what this is. This is something my brother gave me. So, Culture Abuse, Peach. You'll have to let me know, guys. I have no idea. I think from what I remember, he told me it's some indie stuff that he think I would like. This is one I do actually like, or have listened to, which is Raekwon, guest starring Tony Stark's Ghostface Killer. Only built for Cuban links. What are ones I like on here? Guillotine Swords, I think, is my favorite. Glaciers of Ice, Ice Cream. Bangers. Some good ones. Is this a... It is a gatefold. This was one of the first vinyls I bought. We got Charlie XCX Brat. My favorite album of 24. One of the best electronic albums in recent years. I mean, I'm a huge electronic fan. I love electronic music. And I like pop music, so Charlie XCX was kind of right up my alley. And yeah, there's just... I wish the fucking track list was on here somewhere. I don't even know where it would be. This is just the black pressing too, by the way. I didn't get like the fancy... shit. 360 Club Classic, Sympathy is a Knife. Like, yeah. This is another amazing album. You know, there's just certain albums where you look at the track list and you're like, damn. And that's one of those albums. This is another one my brother gave me. You got Cheap Trick at Budokan? It's a live album. I mean, obviously I know who Cheap Trick is. I Want You to Want Me and Surrender, obviously. But that's basically all I know. So, another one gifted to me by my brother, but one of my favorites in my collection, because this really made me a fan. I used to be a hater, used to say that they were overrated, but now I do enjoy their music. I'm talking about the Beatles. This is a compilation of most of their hits, 67 through 70, so like later half of the run, but because they went from 60 to 70, right? Strawberry Fields Forever, that's one of my favorite. My favorite Beatles song is With a Little Help from My Friends. So I guess that makes it my favorite on here. And here's the gatefold. It's inverted. There you go. There you go. But we ain't done there. This is an original pressing of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club, whatever the fuck. This is an original pressing. I do know that because I was with my parents when they bought this for my brother, and then my brother gave it to me. We got this at a antique store, and yeah, it was pretty cheap. So my brother's a huge Beatles fan. If you guys didn't know, he's a fan of everything I'm a fan of. That's what I'm starting to realize. What a cool image. That's a really cool gatefold. I like that. I don't know if I want to say, huh? I don't remember which ones are colored vinyl or not. I want to say one of these Beatles were colored. I don't know. Yes. Okay. So the 67 to 70 is blue vinyl. I knew that. I know I shouldn't pick it up like that. I already know. I'm sorry. That triggered y'all. I knew that one of the Beatles ones were colored. And I know I'm not supposed to call the thing a vinyl. There's a lot of stupid, nitpicky rules that piss you guys off that I'm starting to learn, so bear with me. We got original pressing. I know this because I got these at a thrift store, so I'm assuming that they're original pressings of both Highway to Hell and Flick of the Switch. So AC/DC is a huge part of my life. Me and my grandpa bonded over them. He's my grandpa's favorite band. My first words were Highway to Hell. Not joking. And yeah, so these guys mean a lot to me. Saw them live in 2015, which was crazy. I think my favorite on here is If You Want Blood. I really do like that one. It's between that and Highway to Hell, I guess. But I hate being lame like that and just picking the big hits. I don't really know this album. I've already looked at this track list before recording this, and I realized I don't really know this album. But that's fine. That just wasn't really one that I was into. So we're moving on to the second stack. There is a lot here. I'm hoping nothing's fucking up on the recording side of things, like the audio or anything. Because I'm not gonna do this again. We got Daft Punk Alive. Arguably the best live album. I mean, come on. This Daft Punk, I got really into them within the last like 5 months. Bro, they like changed my life. As corny and dramatic as that sounds, Daft Punk's music is just, it's a different level. There's nothing like it. There's not like other music that makes me move like this, you know what I mean? This has all, like basically all of their songs, but mashed up with transitions and shit into like a full DJ set concert. So it's just amazing. It's just an experience that I love. I've heard it. This is probably one of my, and I just got this not that long ago, one of my most spun records because holy shit. You cannot go wrong with Daft Punk Alive. No Digital Love, though, is kind of a crime, because that's my favorite Daft Punk song. I don't think Digital Love is not on here. But you get other bangers, like Burnin', Face to Face, Rollin' and Scratchin'. I also wish High Fidelity was on here, because High Fidelity is one of my favorite Daft Punk songs. Look at this gatefold. We got like a fucking... Oh yeah! That shit is so cool. This is, if you guys are to ask me, like, what's an artist that you wish you could see live that don't really, you know, perform anymore? It would be Daft Punk. Like, I would literally sell a limb to watch them live. We got the White Stripes self-titled. White Stripes are one of my favorite bands. Jack White's a huge inspiration. And their music really broadened my horizons when it came to music, you know? Might be a hot take, this is my favorite album from them, just because I love how dirty and imperfect it sounds. My favorite White Stripes song is on here. I don't know if it's actually my favorite, but I do really like it. I Fought Piranhas. I also love Do, Screwdriver, Broken Bricks, Susie Lee, The Big Three Killed My Baby, Stop Breaking Down. It's a great album. Unfortunately, this record does skip. It skipped since I bought it. It skips on Broken Bricks. I don't know if it was just pressed bad or what. It was supposed to be new when I bought it. This is my brother's little collection. He's a huge fan of this band. I don't listen to him. I know nothing about them really. And that is Waves. Yeah, my brother's a massive fan of them. I remember he used to see them live all the time. I think he even went with my mom one time. So yeah, I don't know much of anything about these albums. Have not listened to them yet, but I am excited to. Another one my brother gave me. This one's very interesting. This is actually a collection of 45 records, and it's all punk shit. So, really cool. I love punk. Very recent love for punk. Like, I really like bands like, I like The Clash. I like some Sex Pistols stuff. I like the classic punk. And what really got me into that was Bikini Girls, which I know is like Riot Girl stuff, but that kind of got me into punk. And just, yeah. I'm not going to open this or anything because there's just loads of records in here. I don't think I've ever even opened it. Now we're getting into my records. Albums that mean a lot to me. Starting off with an artist that is kind of known now, but still on the come up, talking about Underscores, aka April. I love her music. And this is her debut album, Fishmonger, which some days I prefer to Wall Socket, which we're going to talk about in a second. My favorite song on here is Kinko's Field Trip 2006, probably. Or Where Did You Fall? This also has the Boneyard EP, which is really cool. I love Heck and Gunk and Lone Sharks. Those are some of my favorite Underscore songs. And then Side D is all remixes and bonus tracks. You're Not Really About That and Stick the Landing, which are not on streaming. And then I also can show you guys this real quick. This is from Dead Air, by the way. I don't know if they're still selling this or not. Got light blue, and then the other one is a dark blue. I'm not going to pull that one out, but you get the idea. Very cool. I'm pretty sure this was a limited thing that Dead Air did, but I could be wrong. Definitely double check because it's a really cool thing, especially if you're a fan of Underscores. And then we got Wall Socket. This is the director's cut, so it adds 4 tracks onto the track list. I like this cover art more anyway. I love this art. So, I'm glad to have the director's cut. Anywho. And also, one of my favorite Underscore songs, Northwest Zombie Girl, is only on the deluxe. So, I kind of needed this. My favorite song on like the main album is 77 Dog Years. That's my favorite Underscore song. And then, I also love Uncanny Long Arms. And then, yeah, on the deluxe, it's gotta be Northwest Zombie Girl. But yeah, amazing gatefold. I love this art. It's so, like, uncanny and weird. It reminds me of, like, Adult Swim or some shit. I love it. More of my brother's stuff. I don't know what the hell this is, honestly. Who is this? There's no names. Ty Segall. Ty Segall. No man is good 3 times. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It looks weird as fuck. It looks like some shit my brother would listen to. And we got this one as well. I don't know. I'm just gonna move past them. And then we got some Nirvana. Unplugged in New York. I love The Man Who Sold the World. I love that cover. Um, One of my favorite Nirvana songs, honestly. Even though it's a David Bowie song, whatever. Um, yeah, that's the only Nirvana I have, unfortunately. I'm a big Nirvana fan. I don't care if they're overrated or whatever. You can't go wrong with Nirvana. Steve Lacy, Gemini Rights, one of my favorite indie songwriters of today. So excited that he's dropping music again, and this is easily his best work. No doubt about it. Even though I love Apollo 13, and I wish that he would reissue that on vinyl because it's expensive as fuck. Pile number 3. We got my dad's favorite band here. Shout out, Dad. Got Kiss Alive. I'm assuming this is an original pressing because it looks old. My brother gave this to me, as most of my collection. But really cool stuff here. I'm not a massive Kiss fan, but literally grew up around it because they're my dad's favorite. He has a whole music room, because he plays guitar as well. And his music room is nothing but Kiss memorabilia everywhere. So yeah, I grew up around that. Got Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. I have something to admit, guys. Not a huge Pink Floyder, but I can get behind this album for sure. Mainly because of money. I love that song. Metallica, Ride the Lightning. I don't know. I was pulling these plastic sleeves off because I don't know if I want to use them because they just get in the way. But I'm not going to pull them off. Metallica, Ride the Lightning. This is a classic. I like Ride the Lightning. I like the title track a lot. And then you got Get the Knack. You're probably like, what the hell is this? They had one hit, and that is My Sharona. My Sharona. These are the My Sharona guys. Actually, not a bad album. There's some good songs on it, other than that one. You got Kendrick Lamar, Untitled, Unmastered. Really crazy how he just released 8 untitled demo tracks that were just sitting in his computer or wherever the fuck. And it's still an amazing album. Better than half the shit that these other people are releasing. My favorite is Untitled 3. We got Home Shake, Midnight Snack. This is one of those records that my brother gave me that I actually did listen to, and now I'm a massive Home Shake fan, so thank you to my brother for putting me onto Home Shake for sure. This is an amazing album. I love it. My favorite is He's Heating Up, which for some reason is called He's on Fire. On this, I don't know why. The song is called He's Heating Up. I know that for sure. Now we're talking. Good Kid, Mad City. Come on, we all know what this is. And we all know that Money Trees is the best song on here. Actually, no. People are probably going to say, Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. That's a good song, but you can't listen to that song when you just want to vibe, you know? That song is too serious. That's how I feel about all of To Pimp a Butterfly. It's like, it's good, but I don't want to listen to it. We got John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Double Fantasy. Don't really know this, to be honest with you. I think definitely my brother, another brother one. This Is Me, Jeff Rosenstock, Hell Mode. The Needle Drop, Anthony Fantano. This was his album of the year whenever it came out, which put me onto Jeff Rosenstock, admittedly. And yeah, if you guys don't know who Jeff Rosenstock is, you should start knowing him. He's literally reviving ska punk, and it sounds incredible. Doesn't have a single bad album, really. And yeah, I enjoy all of Jeff Rosenstock. This is Hell Mode, which might be my favorite. I don't know. I don't know if it's my favorite album by Jeff Rosenstock. So you got... What was that one that I always mix it up? I think... Let me read the lyrics, bro. I always mix up these two songs. What is that one? How did it go so wrong? Soft Living. Jesus fucking Christ, Ian. Soft Living. That is my favorite on here. Bro, dropping everything. I'm probably gonna mess up my recording. Jesus, man. Cheese and crackers. Why did I put that back? I was gonna show you. I don't feel like doing it now. The record is hot pink, okay? You just have to imagine that. This is my favorite Jeff Rosenstock. We Cool. Or We Cool? Question mark. Favorite on here is... I don't fucking know. They're all good. I like Novelty Sweater, Nausea, You and Weird Cities. Jesus Christ. My speech impediment came out there. I haven't had that in forever. One of my favorites, Faye Webster, Undressed at the Symphony. Great album. Not my favorite by her, but still really good. Favorite on here, probably either Wanna Quit All the Time or eBay Purchase History. I love both those songs a lot. Ugh. I know I should not be stacking my records like this, but it's just for now. It's just for now. My second favorite band of all time, Fleetwood Mac. Got Rumors. Everyone knows this album, so I'm not going to talk about it. Favorite song is... I'm double checking because I want to know that... Because I mixed this with the self-titled. I Don't Want to Know is my favorite on that. Got Demon Days, Gorillaz. This I found at a very young age. And this was the album that kind of shaped my music taste for a long time. So I have to give a lot of credit to Demon Days for sure. This is honestly the only Gorillaz album I love. Sorry. Damn, this shit is just falling out. Unfortunately, all the other stuff is too slow and, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the singer's voice. But yeah. This is really cool. I have not gotten to spin it yet. My brother gave this to me, and I kind of forgot about it until right now, but we got Dinosaur Jr. at CBGB's. You guys are going to find out why I'm excited about this soon. But let's just say CBGB's has to do with my favorite band of all time. Dinosaur Jr. I don't know much about. I haven't listened to much of his music, but I know that my brother was a huge fan of him. There is a song that I do love by him, and is it on here? It's not on here, and I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's one of his more popular songs, I'm sure. And then last but not least, we got this Milk Crate with my favorite band of all time that I was just talking about. Talking Heads. Talking Heads. Talking Heads. And Talking Heads. I only have 4 albums from them. Why did I think I had... Oh no, I have another one. Where is it? Where is it, man? Nah. Here it is. So we got more songs about buildings and food. Their second album. Favorite song on here? Dude. Again, my favorite band of all time. David Byrne is my hero. My fucking hero, guys. I don't think you guys understand how much I love this band. Changed my life. Forever, indefinitely. And, I really like The Good Thing. off this record. So I'm gonna go with that for my favorite song. The Good Thing. This is my favorite album of all time. My favorite Talking Heads album. We got Speaking in Tongues, Perfection. Not a single bad or even mediocre song on here. Everything from beginning to end is perfect and catchy and fun, and just everything that I want in music. Um, Burning down the house, making flippy floppy, girlfriend is better, slippery people, I get wild, wild gravity, swamp, moon rocks, pull up the roots, this must be the place, naive melody. Like, holy shit, what an album. Like, honestly, I'm sorry, but this is my Talking Heads. I know people love Remain in Light, which I'm about to talk about, but Speaking in Tongues was the first album I heard from them, so I kind of have a bias. Then we got the live album, Stop Making Sense, the best live concert of all time. I mean, come on, everyone knows about Stop Making Sense. Everybody loves it. Favorite on here is gotta be Girlfriend is Better, because that's my favorite Talking Heads song. Which I didn't even say when I was talking about Speaking in Tongues for some reason. Remain in Light. This is kind of the fan favorite cult classic of the Talking Heads album. Everyone's like, even like people who don't like Talking Heads, they're like, well, I like Remain in Light. Like, I always hear that. Like, I don't really like Talking Heads, but I like Remain in Light. So I feel like this is like the epiphany of Talking Heads, if you really want to get into them. Very weird album, very experimental, a lot of interesting, unique things. I don't think anything sounds like this album. Favorite on here is Cross-Eyed and Painless, but I also really love The Great Curve. And those two songs are probably top 5 Talking Heads for me. We got 77, which is their debut. Some days I prefer this over Speaking in Tongues. They're kind of neck and neck. I love this album. New Feeling is my favorite, but I also love No Compassion, Who Is It, Happy Day, First Week, Last Week, Carefree, and then of course Psycho Killer, and then Pulled Up is also one of my favorites. So enough dwelling over my favorite band of all time. Now these next few I got at a thrift store. I don't know what like any of these are, so I'm not going to talk about them too much at all. You know, sometimes these thrift stores have deals where it's like buy one get one free, so I just go kind of ham and buy shit that I want to check out. We got Letterman. I've heard of him. Never listened to him. I mean, why would I? Like, what the fuck? I don't know what this shit is. Play It Again, Sam. Some jazz stuff. I love jazz, so I think I did play this and it was really good. We got Always Roger Williams, whatever that is. Greatest Romantic Hits. It's like jazz instrumental stuff. Then we got The Music of Cuba. And then Dixieland Dinner Dance. Some old ass stuff that I blind bought. One of the greatest albums of all time. Steely Dan, Aja, or Aha, however you pronounce it. I've heard people pronounce it both ways, so I honestly don't know. I've always said Aha, but my favorite on here is the most popular, Peg. I'm sorry, I can't go wrong with that song. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's popular for a reason. Steely Dan is an amazing band. They get a lot of shit. I think because they're kind of like, you know, yacht rocky stoner, which gets made fun of a lot, and it's old head stuff, so they get a bad rap. I hear a lot of people talk about Steely Dan in like a make fun of kind of way, but I think you guys forget how good their music was. This album is so short too. It's 7 songs, but each song is like at least a minimum of 5 minutes, I think. So we now got Korn, Follow the Leader. Toward like the middle of 2025, I got a random new metal kick. Started listening to Korn. Lots of Deftones. Lots of Slipknot. Lots of Limp Bizkit. I don't know why I got into new metal, but it was an era that kind of came and went. Now we got some venturing, which if you guys are unaware, this is Jane Remover. And if you guys don't know who Jane Remover is, what the hell are you doing? Because Jane Remover, easily the best, or my favorite artist that's on the rise now. So, venturing is her kind of side, alter ego, more alternative indie rock, 90s sounding stuff. This is Ghost Holding. Favorite song on here is Recoil, but I also love No Sleep and Believe. An amazing album. And I will actually show you guys this. This is one of my favorite albums of 25, for sure. I want to show you guys this pressing because it's beautiful. Look at that. This is another Dead Air thing that I don't know if it's still available or not. But I am so glad to have it. I gotta hurry. I got like a little over 10 minutes to finish this shit. Come on, man. Go in. I also think the Venturing EP is on here as well. I forget what that... Was that just called Venturing? I don't even remember. Can this go in? Please? I hate when this shit happens. Like, I'm on the clock here, man. Do you even care? Like, do you even care, bro? What the There, man. Damn. I think because there was a lyric sheet or something in the way. Holy shit. Favorite album of 2025. Jane Remover, Revenge Seekers. This is just the black pressing because I pre-ordered this on Dead Air before they announced the Urban Outfitters orange black pressing, which I would have much rather had. I'm still kind of pissed about that they announced that way after they announced this one. It's like, come on. This was still in the mail when they announced that pressing. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Favorite on here is Dream Flasher. Probably. But I mean, it's a perfect album, in my opinion. Kind of upset that Supernova's not on here. Or is it? Is Supernova on here? No, it's not. Which is kind of weird because usually Jane puts bonus tracks on the vinyls. This one is a big stupid regret. I bought this on eBay before they reissued it for $200. This is Frailty by Jane Remover. My favorite album by her. I mean, this album really made me fall in love with hyperpop. Like, hard. Favorite on here is Search Party. That's my favorite Jane Remover song. I think there is a gatefold, so I'll show you guys that. The vinyls are pink. I'm not going to show you that, but this is the pink variant. The normal color scheme variant is really hard to get. Even still. Gotta hurry. Caroline Polachek, Desire, I Want to Turn Into You. This is a great album. I got the poster right there, which came with the record. I got this at Record Store Day. It's not a Record Store Day record, but I did get this at Record Store Day. I mean, come on. Very good album. Favorite is either Pretty Impossible or Welcome to My Island. Welcome to My Island is such a catchy banger. I like the remix with Charlie XCX as well. We got Earl Sweatshirt, Doris. One of my favorite hip-hop albums, if not my favorite hip-hop album. Definitely my favorite Earl. I love Earl Sweatshirt, another artist my brother put me on to. And yeah, Doris is just, in my opinion, pretty much peak Earl. Hive, I love. They don't have the track list, so I'm guessing. Unless it's over on here. I liked Hive, and I also liked the other one with Vince. What was that one? Not Burgundy. I don't know. Centurion. That's the song. When my brother gave me, I'm a huge horror fan though. I'm a huge Evil Dead fan. So I was very excited when he gave this to me. This is the Evil Dead 2 original motion picture soundtrack. I believe that has a cool pressing, but I won't get into it. We got Baby Keem, the Melodic Blue, an amazing album. Where the hell are you, Keemster? Like, honestly, get into the studio. Coco is my favorite song on there. We got some more Faye Webster. This is my favorite album by her. I Know I'm Funny, ha ha. And it does actually come with that sticker sheet, but I think I used it, or I used most of it. But yeah, I love this album. Favorite on here is Both All the Time. I also love A Dream with a Baseball Player. Here we got the Fleetwood Mac self-titled. There are days where I prefer this over Rumors. I will admit it. We got Over My Head. That's one of my favorite Fleetwood Mac songs. Then we got Smashing Pumpkins, Rotten Apples, Greatest Hits. I love this vinyl. I play this all the time. It has all of their best songs on it. My favorite is Drown. That is probably my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song. But I also love Tonight Tonight, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, Untitled, The Everlasting Gaze, Cherub Rock, yeah, Cherub. I always said Cherub, but I think it's Cherub. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And then Gatefold. And then I really love this pressing, so I'm going to show it. It's a very nice red. So yeah. Love Smashing Pumpkins. I love this part. The behind the scenes of the fucking Siamese Dream cover. Alright, we gotta speed up. Alright. We're speeding up here. Come on. Let me just grab all these. Ah! Freddie Dredd, Freddy's Inferno. Love this album. I like Freddie Dredd a lot. Favorite is... I like Regardless. Fucking, I know, bitch, Regardless. Got Tyler the Creator. Igor. My brother gave this to me. I already know there's some people that are like, oh my god, he's got the rare one. This is the rare one. It's the mint. It's the mint pressing with this alternate cover. So yeah, pretty cool. It's also got the song, what's that song called? Boyfriend, I think? I think it's Boyfriend. Is the bonus track that they threw on there. And then we got Pixies. This is, oh. Can I show that? I don't know. It's full on breasts, so probably not. Surfer Rosa. This is a great album, but I do prefer Doolittle. But still, I mean, you got Bone Machine, Gigantic, Where Is My Mind? But yeah, Doolittle, it's got Hey, it's got Wave of Mutilation, yeah, no. I'm sorry, Doolittle's got it. Got the White Stripes, Elephant. Again, I love them. This was the first vinyl I bought. Very heavy, very loaded. This was like the anniversary thing that they did. So very, very cool. I'm trying to do this the proper way. Guys, I'm better at doing it my way. I suck at this shit. Look at that. That's so pretty. I think the other one is different, but I'm not going to pull that out. favorite song on here is fucking Ballin' a Biscuit or Black Math. Between those two, we got a classic right here. David Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. My favorite song on here is Star. I also love Suffragette City. Then we got Sublime. It's just self-titled, right? Yeah. Santeria. What I Got. I mean, there's classics on here, man. Doing Time. I hate to say that's really all I know. But, hey, I think my brother gave this to me. Pretty sure. I don't think yeah, no. This was him. Gatefold. Got Quadeca, Scrapyard. Amazing album. Favorite on here is Easier. I'll show you the gatefold. Really cool. Deftones, Around the Fur. Favorite is Lotion. I love Lotion. One of my favorite Deftones tracks for sure. My favorite Deftones, White Pony. My favorite is Teenager or RX Queen. Between those two. Last but not freaking least, I get made fun of for liking this, but Tears for Fears. Songs from the Big Chair. You're talking about Shout, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and Head Over Heels on the same album. And Head Over Heels is one of my favorite songs of all time. So, and I've always loved their logo. I want a t-shirt with that. But yeah, that is, in fact, everything. Every single record I own. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I don't know what I'm uploading this on, but something I wanted to do. Can't sleep. I like talking about music. I like talking to a camera, even though there's probably no one on the other side. My name is Ian. Deuces, man.